बलराम महाप्रभु की जय, जय श्री वीर हनुमान की जय, जय श्री राम रामचंद्र की जय, जय उमापति महादेव की जय। ओम वसुदेव वसुदेव देवं कंसचाय वरदं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतं कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हरि ओम। हरे कृष्ण। जय राधे कृष्ण। जगन्नाथ धाम पुरी। उड़ीसा। जय श्री राधे। जय श्री राधे। जय श्री राधे। महाराज की जय हो।
Your good name?
अंबिका प्रसाद।
Ambika Prasad. Very nice. Thank you. Thanks a lot for your contribution. Today is a very auspicious day.
As Diwali.
Yes, because Lord Ram, after 14 years of exile, he came back to Ayodhya with a big pushpa plane
जय श्री राधे।
and
जय श्री राधे।
brought all the
राधे
Lakshman, Hanuman, Sugriva, they came.
श्री राधे।
And pleasing and blessing all the inhabitants of Ayodhya who received them with so many light. Also this light symbolized to become enlightened inside, to remove this darkness from this material tamaguna, material world, so become enlightened. Another time, this day Mother Yashoda went to Krishna. This was also on this day, Diwali. It was amazing dinner. And another is Mother Ganga appeared from the heart of Krishna in some Govardhan to become Manasi Ganga. So all this on this day. Very wonderful. It's okay, sure. For you. Okay. So in Ayodhya, they made a world record today. 2.6 million and thousands of light. This was never, it's amazing. We was in Ayodhya in February. And millions of pilgrims came to you was with us. Fortunately, we had VIP entrance, otherwise you stand there many hours in a queue. So many pilgrims came. Ayodhya Dam, that time was still Baustelle, how to call this? Working, many flags cut, many construction. Just in the video, they make it very clean, very nice, but when you come there, there's so many constructions, huge place. They constructed there. Yeah, we went to also Benares to see that 12 billion Shiva Linga power. Constructed Shiva and Gaudiya. Also the same story. Without VIP entrance, we would wait for 7 hours. On the devotee stayed from 4 o'clock in the morning up to almost 11 something in queue. Then after they met me, said, you know how long we are standing there. So sitting was there. So people they know they get benefit visiting these holy places where Supreme Personality of God had performed beautiful divine pastimes on this earth to attract the mind and the heart of all the devotees. Radha Radha. Yes, good thing. Ich bin gerade in einem Vortrag, kannst du später anrufen? Was, warte. So, beautiful pastimes the Lord performs too. That is our only chance. And actually these days, like today and tomorrow, Govardhan Giraj, Govardhan Puja, this should be celebrated by the devotees. If not, Shastra says in 10th canto, one snake, poison snake who live in Govardhan, one day will bite you and will finish. So we sincerely celebrate this. It's not a joke. Krishna can joke with everything and everyone, but for us, it's a little serious. So, by the words of Sri Guru, Vaishnava, Prabhupada, Rupadura Guru Varga, who revealed all this, and Vishwanath Thakur, and the divine arrangement, this is revealed to the world. What is the meaning behind all these pastimes? To deliver the mankind, because they're all drawn in a dark world of this conditioned life full with attachments, karma, lust, greed, karma, krodha, anger, lobha, greed, karma, krodha, lobha, mara, mattata, illusion, madness, enviousness, nachatya. So how do we come out from these robots who rob our wealth from our inside? Because we are soul at home, and we repeatedly do come to this world, we identify too much with this current dehi, with the body, either gross or subtle. But the Atma, the soul, is always okay. Even in the body of a demon. So demons must be there, like Ravana. He started the whole thing, the whole Ramayana became so pathetic after he stole the universal Mother Sita. Big pathetic, but you will cry, you will feel separation if you really go into it, in that river. And all these feelings will purify you from inside. There's no other medicine. So many doctors nowadays, so many esoteric, so many things they will say, do this, do that, do that. But to be really healed from inside, you must really try to celebrate these beautiful festivals. Like the inhabitants of Ayodhya. You must understand, the inhabitants of Ayodhya, also not ordinary folk, they have so much attachment to Ramachandra. When he was banished to go 14 years in the exile in the forest, with Sita Devi, and Lakshmana also came there. So how much separation is suffering there? Everybody loves Sri Ram too much. And what happened? Why does Lila become so pathetic? He could not tolerate. Dasarath Maharaj, he gave up his body. He could not tolerate it. To appear with this son who goes away from body. He could not tolerate it. He finished his life. Everything because of, what is the name? Koshari was the mother of Ram, but Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi one day she started this. The maid servants, Mandariti came, and she said, you know, you have two wounds, and you never did this, ask the wounds of your husband, Dasarath Maharaj. The maid servants told to Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi was the three wives on Koshari Kaikeyi. So, yes, what do you want? Yes, I wanted my son, but he should sit on the throne, and Ramachandra should go for 14 years in exile. I want that. And you ask this from Dasarath. Then she said, no, I will not ask this, it's crazy. Already they announced in the whole kingdom that the coronation will be next day. Ram will be the king of Ayodhya. She said, no, I beg you. And she really preached heavy to him, to Kaikeyi. Finally she said, okay. Then she came with that proposal to Dasarath Maharaj. I could not believe he was slipping and falling down and getting up and was completely. Everything we want to fulfill, but that I cannot do. No. You promised me 2 boots. Now I want this, just this for you. So then they have to call Ramachandra and the daughters. Ramachandra was announced to be the king. And he himself, of course, he would know it with the king. It's okay. Tomorrow I have this coronation with the king. Then the message came. They spoke together, Dasaratha and Kaikeyi. They said, no, my son will become the king. And Ramachandra is not the king, he ruled the forest for 40 years. Then from there, up to that point, Ramalila is going very nice marriage. Ramachandra remove many demons who make so much trouble to the Brahmins, Yagyas. Remove them also somehow. Many things was before, of course. But from that point, the whole thing becomes very, very pathetic. Everybody loves so much Ram, will be not anybody there. And Bharat was also called, said, no, I will not take this job now. Ram was completely undisturbed. You will be the king? No, you will not the king, you have to go equal, completely equal. From this, everybody should learn how to become detached from this material world. One day you'll be the king, next day you'll be punished in prison for 14 years in forest. So how you will, what will go on your mind? How you can tolerate that? Very difficult. So anyway, Sita said, okay, I will go with you, I'm your wife. And Ram said, no, you grew up in Mithila, Janaki Maharaja's palace, you're a princess, a queen princess. So how you cannot, how you in the forest, no shoes, no food, no hut. How to live there? Not possible, you cannot come. She said, no, I'm your wife, I will come with you in the forest, doesn't matter what is. I will accept all these hardships. And Ram said, no way, I will take Lakshman, he will come with me. I said, no, I will go with you. Then again, the discussion was going on. Then finally she told to Ramachandra, said, is there any Ramayana where Sita Devi would not go with Ram for 14 years in the forest? No. Every Ramayana exists since time immemorial, not just in this area, 2 billion years back. Millennium after millennium after millennium, these leaders that are performs, maybe in a little different way, but similar story is there. So, then of course they have to go. He said, no problem. Bharat, though in the assembly said, okay, but I will not sit on the throne. Definitely not. I said, my Lord Ram, he will sit, I will not sit. But you have to take this job. So he made big austerity. He just put the wooden sandals of Ram on the throne, and he sits on the smoke, push the grass down. And he not eat king's food. He eat barley and cowrie for 14 years. It's very pathetic. So Bharat, his role is also very not easy in the Ramayana. He's so humble and also suffering at the same time what's going on. So Ramachandra and finally he left. And they live in the forest. They have to cross that big holy river there. And they came to the postman. Ramachandra said, postman, come. You have to cross the river. And the postman not listen. He said, not come. No, you have to go, please come. Why you not come? Said, yes, I know who you are. Once, with your feet, you touch a stone. This was, Haharia was cursed. And made some offense to one knee, she became a stone. And you saw when you touched with your feet the stone, that became, Haharia came back. So it's very dangerous. If you come to my boat, you touch your feet, my boat will be finished. I have to maintain my family, this is my job, I earn the money with that. Discussion was there. Anyway, later he took them across and was very happy. So in this way also only in the Chittakur, one mountain there where they stay, one day all the inhabitants, all the soldiers, all the from Ayodhya, they came, so now we have to bring back Ram. So they came there to the mountain and they plead very heavily on them, no, my Lord, you have to come back. And Ram said, no, my father's wish was, I have to stay for 14 years now, I cannot follow your sentiment. So we have to wait. So Bharat took the big tapasya, all the inhabitants of the big tapasya. So many things happen in the forest. Like this Mrigali, this deer came on Sita Devi one day said, oh my husband, Ram, I want this beautiful deer. But Ram knows there's a demon, just change the form. No, but the husband, I have this, I will not take the forest, just want this. Finally he told to Lakshman, okay, you take care for Sita, I will go and bring the deer. Anyway, the deer was a very strange fellow, we finally killed him there and the demon came out. But in the meantime, in the ashram, Ravan came, one big demon, 10-headed Ravan. And he changed his form as a sannyasi. And he came there. Actually, there was something before. Ram was this deer, he was screaming. And Sita with Lakshmana in the ashram was one hut in the forest. She said, oh no, Ram is in danger. Then Lakshmana said, Ram is not in danger. I know who is Ram. No. Why you go help him. I listen, something happened there. Then she said, no, Ram told me I should take care for you, I cannot leave you. No, you want something with me or something? My God, Lakshmana became so angry, he could not believe what she did. And she pushed him too much. And he said, okay, we do one thing. I make one magical ring there, and you stay there, and never come out, despite whatever would happen. Then when Ravan came, and there was a sannyasi from Bhiksham Dehi, and gave him something. And then, please come, give me something. But she, his friend, and the security being there, Sita Devi stay inside. So that he want to come near, want to approach here, and try to grab him. But he got electricity, how to say it. He feels some strong opposition, he could not cross the line. Lakshman through. So then he had to think and have another trick. Then he went back, you understand, some magical is made there, I cannot enter, I cannot take you. Then finally, he started, yes, I'm a sannyasi, what kind of, you give me some diksha he asked me some donation you have to give. Then finally this was going on, he was begging, and he speak many words, so she became very upset also. Finally, she decided to leave that ring, and then he grabbed her, and was laughing and going to the sky. There was many mystic power there. These demons have many mystic power. So he took her, and she was crying, and nobody there, because they was engaged with the deer in the forest. Whether they killed the demon around there, and then you understand. Oh, you're Lakshman, you're here, what happened there? No, everything is okay, then they come back. Mother Sita was gone. Oh my God, what happened? Which direction? Where is gone? What happened? They don't know. So of course, in one way he knows everything, but in another way he plays Leela. So it was like a human God or Krishna or Ram. Sometimes they play like human, and they really play like, means play, they really feel like this. It's not just like an actor acts on the stage. The only one who saw where he brought Sita Devi, Was who? Who knows? Monigel. Name? Mani Maharaj. Huh? Who? Yes, Jatayu. He's so. But he would go to the fight with Ravan in the air. Very heavy fighting. Because he wanted to protect Mother Sita. You see, with the glimpse of the demon. And fighting with him in the air, but Ravana, he was blessed by Mahadev Shiva. Nobody can, only Ram can finish him out. Nobody. Very powerful. Demons sometimes become very powerful. So demons necessary also for these pastimes, otherwise you will not reach such a height if this opposition is not there. Finally, we have to know who is Ravana. Ravana is originally an inhabitant of Vaikuntha. Child means when they fall down. No? First fall down was Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. Second, now Ravana and Kumbhakarna is brother. Very powerful from the eternal world. And got blessings of Shiva, very powerful. So he finally finished the Jatayu, he cut his wing and fall down and not completely dead, he's lying there. Then Rama and Lakshman came back from the forest, they saw him. And Jatayu, he just with another wing, he just this direction he went, he showed him. Then he went and he left his body. And they made the funeral there for Jatayu, big devotees. His service was just, that service was there. And he got complete perfection. Because he did for Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then the leader goes on, and he brought to Sri Lanka. Lanka was completely golden city, very, very opulent, because blessings of Mahadev Shiva, there is the treasure master of the whole universe. So whenever somebody wants, you go to him, you can give endless blessings in form of opulence. So he made, but opulence we see in this world also. If somebody has a lot of money power, he will become so puffed up. Finally, they challenge God himself, from whom he got everything. So that is the trick of Maya, you can say, to get engaged in such a network of karma, but you have to suffer life after life. Not everybody has this luck to be killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead in one of his dealers. The killing is going to the Kala Chakra at the time. Nobody can escape there. So anyway, this leader goes very long. We give now Sadhu Raj also a chance to speak. He is very expert in Ram Krishna can speak 9 hours. So, Maharaj, now Sita was stood days. Ayodhya Thans, come back. It was little in the beginning we speak.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I give my Sashtagandha Pranam to the feet of our Guru. Thank you, Vishnu, Vishnu Pranam, Vishnu Sutta Shishna, Bhakti Guru Sai Maharaj. I'm praying for his cause of mercy. Sashtagandha Pranam to Lotus feet of Shri Bhakti Sandakuni Maharaj. Praying for his mercy. Sashtagandha Pranam to Lotus feet of Shri Bhakti Vichara Vishnu Goswami Maharaj. Praying for his cause of mercy. Sashtagandha Pranam to all Guru Vargas. Without their mercy, we have no taste, no possibility to touch these transcendental topics. Like Ravan, he could not speak Sita. He cannot even see Sita. What to speak of touching her, what to speak of robbing her, kidnapping her. So, because
transcendental. Lakshmi, goddess of fortune, so nobody can steal her. That is all Krishna's Leela, Bhagavan's Leela. So without the mercy of Acharyas, we can also not come close to this Leelas. So we pray for the mercy. Pranam Pranam to Chakravarti Sri Maharaj, Lord Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis. Very happy day, very auspicious day. There are some satellite pictures of India during Diwali. You can see clearly where is the border of the nation. It's completely white in the night. Night pictures are satellite they made of India in Diwali. Every village, every town, everywhere, India is full of people everywhere. People and everybody lighting this and praying to please the Supreme Lord, to invite the Supreme Lord. It's a very auspicious day. Ramchandra coming back to Ayodhya. So all Ayodhya Vasis to welcome the Lord, because Ramchandra is the prana of Ayodhya. When Ramchandra left to the forest, all Ayodhya Vasis want to go with him. They say, wherever you are, there is Ayodhya. We don't want this city, we don't want these bricks, we want you, my Lord. But Ramchandra's character, so he went for 14 years. And it's a long, Ramayana takes 9 days at least to speak, so what to speak in 20 minutes? This is difficult. But everything happened. Ram was sent to the forest in the absence of Bharat, his brother, and Bharat, his love for Ramchandra is unmatched. He's so much surrender to his brother, so much love to his brother. He knows only Ram, his whole life only Ram. So it happened that Ramchandra was sent away by Kaikes and Mantras, intrigues, or everybody knows the story. And then at that time Bharat and Shatrughan, they were at their uncle's house. So when they came back to Ayodhya, Ayodhya is like dead. Ramchandra left to the forest. Nobody is happy. Nobody wants to see them. But they think, all the people think this is their politics, their diplomacy. So when Bharat came to know what happened, he became so angry with his mother, Kaikeyi. He rejected his mother. He never said mother to his mother anymore, he only said queen. So he was so upset. And he went to the forest, to Chitrakoot, to bring Ram back. Because he said, the only Ram has right to sit on the throne of Ayodhya. Nobody has right. I cannot sit here. I don't want to. I only want to serve the lotus feet of Narayan. So he went to Chitrakoot. He took all the ministers, Sumanta and all the ministers came, and he took all the army and everyone, and they went to Chitrakoot, where Ramchandra, his brother Lakshmana, and Sita they were staying to obey the command of Mother Kaikeyi. So then when Bharat came, Lakshmana became worried, what is going on? The coming army with the Ayodhya's flag coming, and Lakshmana thinking, oh, he wants to kill us. He really wants to sit on the throne and better to kill us that we never return back. Lakshmana became angry, he took his bow, his Ananta snake, and came out of nature, full power came, and he wanted to make one Ramchandra say, you don't know my brother, Bharat. You cannot understand what love Bharat has. Be peaceful, Lakshmana. So then Bharat came and he fell to the feet of Ram and said, oh brother, you are the king of Ayodhya. I cannot sit on the throne of Ayodhya. I don't want. You are the only rightful king. So I give everything to you. Ramchandra said, I have made a vow. I got the order of my mother. I will do this. Then they were starting debating. So they invited Janak Maharaj, Sita Devi's father, to be the judge. This is the only court case where two are fighting who will not sit on the throne. Everywhere people fighting who has power. Now these two brothers are fighting who will not have the power. Everybody wants to have right not to rule Ayodhya. Such character. then they started court case. And then Ramchandra brought his point. His mother told him, his father promised to Kaikeyi, and he is following, it is nothing for him. Ramchandra is a Dhira Shant, always peaceful. When he heard he will become king, he's peaceful. Last moment it was stopped, he has to go to forest, peaceful, no change. He's not excited to become king, not angry because he will not become king, he's always peaceful. So he said, I am following this to keep up the dignity of my father. I have to keep my dharma and keep the word of my father, I cannot go against him. So everybody, of course, touched also accepted. Then Bharat came. He had to bring his points. And Bharat said there's only one has right to sit on the throne. No one, only the eldest son, he has right to sit on the throne. And he spoke many, many things. Then they asked the Janak Maharaj. He was the judge, because everybody knows Janak Maharaj is completely impartial. Completely. Everybody is full. He's he's a person, he's known as Mahajan. He's known that he has no attachment, no rejection of anything. He takes things as they are. He was famous. One hand in the fire, one hand touching one lady. One is a most difficult, most painful sensation, one is most pleasurable sensation. His mind is undisturbed. That was his calling. So they asked him, Janak Maharaj, so what is your judgment? What is your decision? Then Janak Maharaj said, Ramchandra is following his dharma. This is full power to follow his dharma. But Bharat Maharaj's love for his brother is victorious, is more powerful than that. And all were happy. And Ramchandra promised, whatever Janak Maharaj, whatever you say, Maharaj, I will follow. So then all were happy, Bharat won the case. Ramchandra will become king of Ayodhya. So then Ramchandra came to Bharat, his brother, and said, now I am the king of Ayodhya. My first order is, you will sit on the throne for 14 years, and I stay in the forest. And Bharat thought he can do that. So he fell to his feet and said, brother, I knew I cannot defeat you. When I listened to the decision of the Janak Maharaj, I knew I cannot defeat you. So what he can do? Then he said, I will not sit on the throne, brother, please give me your shoes. Your shoes will rule, I will serve them. So Bharat, he returned home with a very sad heart. And before going back to Ayodhya, he said, my brother, I will follow you, I will obey your command. I will stay 14 years, I will serve your shoes. If you come one day late, I jump into the fire. So Ramchandra knew his brother's love for him. So he returned to Ayodhya, and he left the palace. He did not stay in the palace. He said, my brother is not sleeping in the palace. How can I sleep in the palace? I cannot do this. How can I sleep in the bed if my brother is sleeping on the ground? And how can I sleep on the ground if my brother is sleeping on the ground? So he made one hole to sleep a little lower than his brothers. I cannot tolerate to sleep on the same level like that. So he made one hole. He stayed outside in one village in underground, and there he was taking the same cloth like a tapasvi, like Ramchandra, no royal cloth, and his wife, he told to his wife, Mandavi, you stay in Ayodhya, you care for the family, I will tapasya, I serve the feet and the shoes of Ramchandra. So he did so heavy sacrifice, and he promised to Ramchandra, one day you come late, I will make fire and jump inside. So Ramchandra knew this, and he knew that his brother, he will keep his word under all circumstances. So that whole story is endless. If you enter to Ramayana, this will not come out. This one story go to this story, to that story. Very beautiful. It's so touching, and the further you come, the more you will cry. Ramchandra is very So, whole story, they went to Lanka, building one bridge to Lanka, do so many things, and finally they killed also Ravan, many long story. Then everybody happy, and then Sita Devi, she is brought, because Ravan, as I told, Ravan could not steal Sita. Nobody can steal Sita. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago, when he went to South India, he went to one place and there one Brahmin was there, and he invited Mahaprabhu for lunch. The Mahaprabhu went and he took his bath one time, and he came to the Brahmin, and the Brahmin was sitting in his house and crying. And Kitsu was cold, nothing was cooked, nothing, the Brahmin was only crying. So Mahaprabhu asked, "Oh, what happened there? You invited me for prasad, and how can I eat?" This Brahmin said, crying, "How can I eat? This Rakshasa, he touched the goddess of fortune and he's still here, how can I eat?" He was so much into Ram Lila that he could not tolerate that these Rakshasas touching Sita Devi. Mahaprabhu explained to him that is not possible. But he explained, so that Brahmin still was not satisfied. Even Mahaprabhu, Supreme Lord. So Mahaprabhu, he went on and he came to one place where he found the Kurma Puran. And in Kurma Puran he found that page where it is written that when Sita Devi, when they were there in Panchavati, then when Ravan came to steal, then Lakshman left also. This is a long story, it's very deep, nice story. But Lakshman made one, Lakshman Rekha, with his arrow, he made one, and he told Sita, "You never leave this place. You don't go out, you will be safe. You don't leave this place." Because Lakshman had the order, that Maricha took the form of a deer, golden deer, to allure, and Sita Devi was attracted. Oh, and she saw, and she said, "Oh Ram, my dear husband, 14 years I never asked anything, but now I have one desire. This is so beautiful, dear, I never saw like this." Lakshman said, "This is Maya." Lakshman understood. Ramchandra also understood. But this is all Maya, dear, this is not real, this is a Rakshasa's trick. But Sita Devi said, "I never asked you anything, I tolerate everything, just one desire." Husband's duty to fulfill the desires of the wife. Then Ram went. He knows also this is Maya. But he has to satisfy also, to show, give example to the world. So he went and he told to Lakshman, "You will never leave Sita. I will take her, you never leave." So Lakshman stayed, and Lakshman never looked at the face of Sita. He only see the feet. He's so humble, so pure. So then the deer was jumping here and there, and Ramchandra going after, never stay still, always jumping, and after some distance, Maricha thought, now this is good distance, so he was standing. Then Ramchandra shot the arrow. And when he killed the arrow, then that Maricha, in the form of the deer, imitating Ram's voice, calling, "Lakshman, Trahima." "Oh Lakshman, please save me." Loudly he was calling that Sita Devi could hear. Lakshman also could hear, but he did not react, because he got the order, never leave Sita. Sita Devi's ear that came and said, "Oh Lakshman, save me," in the voice of Ram. Sita Devi said, "Did you hear?" "Yes." "Go help." "Oh no, my brother, nobody can kill my brother." Lakshman, he knows who is Ramchandra. He before in that place he killed 14,000 Rakshasas in 1 hour. He killed alone. What is problem? One deer. Nobody can kill my brother. Lakshman knew that. So he said, "No." Then Sita Devi again calling, "Oh Lakshman, Trahima." And then Sita Devi, "Go help, my brother is in trouble." "No, my brother told me to stay here with you. I cannot go disobey." And Sita Devi, he said, "I understand now. You always looking at me, now you're having your brother is dying and you will take me." Such a heavy words. Lakshman never looked at her face, only he knows the feet. He could not tolerate it. How she can say this? So, but she was fearing for the safety of her husband. So Lakshman, heavily breathing, he think to disobey his brother's command. Order. So he made one line with his arrow. He told Sita, never leave this place. You will be safe. If you stay with him, you will be safe. So then Sita stayed, and Lakshman went. And then he went to Ramchandra. Ramchandra killed Marichandra. Ramchandra and Lakshman said, what are you doing here? Some problem is there, sure, something. Then they running back. In the meantime, Ravan came. Ravan took sannyas in the meantime. Came like the Tridanta sannyasi, was chanting some Vedic mantras, and came to the door and asking for bhiksha. Oh, Bhava, bhiksha day. Oh, mother, please give some. And Sita Devi duties to some Atiti is coming, some guest is coming, you give some. So she wants to give. Then when she saw the line, she remembered, oh Lakshman, I cannot cross this line. So then she said, my dear sir, please, I cannot give to you. You have to give. Because Ravan also tried before to enter. And he saw it, this line with Lakshman's power, Anantadeva's power, nobody can cross. Then, so he made these tricks. He said, oh, I'm so tired, I cannot move, please bring me something. Then when she wanted to cross, he said, no, I cannot. I cannot leave the house. Then Ravan became very angry. And like in the sannyasi form, he said, oh, you don't want to serve your guest? I think something will happen to your husband. Already she listened before Ram's voice. So she became very worried, crossed that line. When she crossed that line, firewood came. Agnidev came, took the little Sita in his custody, and the Maya Sita came out. And this Maya Sita was stolen by Ravan. And that was detailed written in Kurma Purana. So Mahaprabhu found this. So he took this page, he copied it, and he took the original, left the copy there, and went back to that Brahmin and showed the Brahmin, you see, Sita cannot be touched. There is written, Sita cannot be seen by the demon, what is speaking to be touched and to be stolen. And the Brahmin said, he was fully relieved. He could not eat, he could not cook, he could not do anything. So much is inside the villa. This is how we should actually practice spiritual life. So then he was cooking big feast, invited Mahaprabhu and served him and was happy. So this real Sita cannot be stolen. So, but that was all, the rest of the villa was done by Maya Sita. So when Ramchandra killed Ravan, then Sita was brought. So now the real Sita has to come. So Ramchandra made this test in the fire. And at that time, because some soldiers, they already know, she stayed 1 year under Ravan, and Ravan was a very attractive man, he had so many wives, so how she can keep her chastity. Some are already speaking. In this Ramlila we can see what is the effect of gossiping. Even Bhagavan is suffering because people are gossiping. Not to speak of all other people. They are gossiping something. So Ramchandra made this test also to bring them back the real Sita. So he invited the fire god, he made some fire, and then Agnidev brought the real Sita and the Maya Sita disappeared. So then everybody happy, all are happy, all are celebrating. Vibhishan already was made king before on the other side of the ocean. Ramchandra made Abhishek, Vibhishan became king, and they forgot the time. But then suddenly Ramchandra remembered, my brother told, 14 years and 1 day, jump into the fire. So then how they come back from Lanka to Ayodhya, this is a big distance. So then they took that Pushpaka Viman, that aeroplane, which was originally Kubera's aeroplane, and which was stolen by Ravan. So they took this aeroplane, and this aeroplane is a mystic aeroplane. It can have how many seats of passengers can want to go, they can go. It can expand, it can contract, and it goes by the power of mind. No need kerosene or something like this. So they went, then Ramchandra said, we all go to Ayodhya. And And that is on that auspicious day, today. So they all went back to Ayodhya on the airplane. And Bharat already was putting firewood. He was already saying, Ramchandra is late, he's not coming, so I cannot survive. So he already put the wood for the fire. At that moment, Ramchandra knew, oh, maybe you will not do it. He said, Hanuman, go. First you go and inform my brother that he is stopped. So Hanuman came first. He told Bharat, your brother is coming. Then he was very happy. So all Bharat, all Ayodhyawasis, everybody, they lighting lamps to welcome the Lord. So this is the today, beautiful day. Therefore still, after so many millions of years, Ramchandra's Leela was in Treta-yuga, still everybody lighting the lamps. That the Lord may land in the heart. This is to come back to our heart. Like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also said. Once one devotee was taking initiation from him and asked, what shall we think at the time of Harinam? He said, no need to think anything. Just let the holy name land in your heart. So just may Bhagavan land in our heart. This is the real Diwali. And Bhagavan is sun. This world is darkness, everything darkness. Even if the sun is shining, full darkness in this world. All ignorance, misconception, misidentification. We are all thinking we are this body, we are all thinking we are dying, we are all thinking this, that, so many things. So when Bhagavan will come, he will destroy all darkness. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. And Upanishad is said. Don't go to the darkness, go to the light. Light means Krishna. Darkness. So we should all invite this light. Why we do? This is external, but internal also we have the light. The best light, brightest light is Bhakti. If you serve Krishna, this will destroy all ignorance, all darkness, everything will go. Those who serve Krishna, nobody can cheat them. They are always protected. They are always in right understanding. So Ramchandra came with his aeroplane, and they all came to Ayodhya, and oh, Ayodhya got life again. And they were just waiting 14 years when will come. Mother Kaushalya, she cooked the feast personally. I will cook for my son. 14 years he was eating only roots and fruits. So she was cooking personally with all her love, with all her expertise, with the best ingredients. She was cooking for Ramchandra. And then Ramchandra was taking Lakshman, Sita, all were taking prasad. Then Kaushalya Mother asked, how do you like the prasad? Ramchandra said, okay. She just astonished, how he said okay? After 14 years in the forest, how he can say okay? Then she was thinking, maybe he must have eaten something better than this. So he asked, oh, my dear son, what was the best you have eaten in these 14 years? And you know what he said? Shabari's fruits. And he remembered Shabari, because Shabari, whole life she was waiting for him. And she was biting and tasting, and if there's sour she threw, if there's sweet she kept for him. And when Ram came after whole life she was waiting for him. And she offered these fruits. Ramchandra took it. And Lakshmana was looking at him, brother. Already somebody eat from here, how you can eat that? Ramchandra said, take Lakshmana. He gave one in Lakshmana's hand, take. And Ramchandra eating with his tears, so much love, Shabari's love, whole life of bhajan inside these fruits. And Lakshmana, he could not eat it. Therefore Ramchandra, he saw, he remembered, he said, Shabari's this bhadari fruit, this like plums or something. Shabari's fruits, I never eat something like this. And by the power of Shabari's bhajan, this Shakti weapon of Meghnad Guru Lakshmi. Meghnad shot this weapon on both Ram and Lakshman. Lakshman became unconscious. Ramchandra had no problem. Shaba is Prasad. Due to her Prasad, and Ramchandra Lakshman threw it away. So he had no power. He almost, it's a lila, he was looking like he will die. Therefore Hanuman jumped and brought the whole mountain with the verses. Another lila. But that Ramchandra said, oh, I never eat like this. This is the bhakti. Krishna said in Gita, Pattam pushpam palam toyam yume bhaktya prayachati tadam yudhvarita vasnami pratam. If you offer one leaf, one fruit, one water, one flower, I will take it. If it's offered with bhakti. If no bhakti, you can put organic ghee or whatever you want. Krishna is not interested. The best ingredients he is not interested. But bhakti, you can offer whatever you want. Vishnu Chakratitaka in commentary is writing, Krishna will eat the flower even if you offer to him with love. Krishna ate the banana peel, so you can eat. And if it's offered with love, then it will be tasty for him. He cannot resist. He will steal it. He will not wait until you will offer it. He will run and steal it. So, and Shabari got to speak Shabari. Whole life she was preparing for that. And Ramchandra came. Whole life she was waiting, and when he came, she didn't know what to do. Completely bewildered what to do, what she does not know. And she washing Ramchandra's feet with her tears. And she offering that already tasted food. So then Ramchandra became king. Sita Devi also there. All monkeys also came. Hanuman, Sugriva, Ram, and many monkeys. And they all came with the Pushpak Vimana, and they had a big assembly. They all sitting there. And Sita Devi, she was giving gifts to everyone. All like the queen, she is giving to everyone. And then she looked at Hanuman. So Hanuman, he found Sita Devi in Ashokvan. So she remembered that how she brought the ring of Ramchandra. All the memory came and so much service. And Sita Devi told, what I will give to Hanuman? He did so much service. So she got one, Vibhishan gave one necklace to Sita Devi, which very valuable jewels, heavenly jewels, you cannot find on the earth. Vibhishan had that from Kuvera, from the treasure. So he gave that to Sita, and Sita was wearing this necklace. So Sita took this necklace and gave to Hanuman. Said, I have nothing more valuable than this. I cannot repay what you have done. So he gave to Hanuman this necklace. And Hanuman was looking, looking from here, that side, and then biting one jewel, and looking throwing. And they all say, oh my God, this is a pity, he's a monkey. What if you give a monkey Vrindavan your jewel necklace, what he will do? Bite and throw. Same. So Hanuman was also biting. Then he said, what are you doing? This is so valuable, how you can destroy everything and throw. Hanuman said, I'm looking if my Ram is inside or not. If no Ram is there, no Sita Ram is there, has no value. But he was biting. Then Vibhishan became so angry because Vibhishan gave this necklace to Sita. But Hanuman, if this is no value, then your body also no value, throw it away. There is also no Sita Ram there. Look. And Hanuman was just, who is inside? Sita Ram. And oh, see what is Hanuman's looks. So all these beautiful Leelas take place. Therefore Hanuman is Ram Bhakta, the best of all. And if Dasyaras is described, Hanuman is the servant. Anything, whatever is there, any service, Hanuman is always there. So this is the beautiful day of this Diwali. Before was Dashara, Ramchandra killed to Ravan, and now today is coming back. That day before Kartik start, one day before Ekadashi, the Dashara there, that day Ravan was killed by Ram, and now they come back today to Ayodhya. And then for some short time the Leela is again sweet, then becomes more bitter, so difficult that Tulsidas not writing this anymore. What sweetness, little happiness, but most of the part is pathetic. Our Guru Maharaj said to us, if you will read Ramayana, you will cry from beginning to end. And Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj was a Ram Bhakta in his youth, coming from Tiwaripur, from Bihar. There are all Ram Bhaktas. There is Vishwamitra Muni's ashram there. And he said to his devotees, don't read Ramayana, you will forget Radha Krishna. His Leela is so sweet, it will take you. This is so nice. So Shri Ramchandra ki jai, Shri Guru Ramchandra ki jai.
Do they also, Mother Yashoda bind Krishna?
Oh, that is also today. Yes, that is another, will take too much time to do that.
And Ganga also appeared, Manasi Ganga, in the heart of Govardhan, Giridhari of Krishna. Krishna's Giridhari, from his heart, the Manasi Ganga appeared also on this day.
So very auspicious day. And we are fortunate to become here is Leela. If you want to come out from this samsara sindham atitushta uttitisha plavamnanyat bhagavata purushottamasya Leela katani shrivitamantavena pumambhave vividaidukadavartasya. There is no other way to come out from this samsara than to hear his Leela. No other way. Plavamnanyat, no other boat is there. Bhagavata Purushottamasa Leela Kata. His Leela Kata, the Supreme Lord. There is no other way, no practice, no sadhana, no nothing will help like this Leela Kata. This is the best what we can do. How to spend our time? The best. Not all this, even not all these principles and rules and regulations and do's and don'ts and karma and dharma and yajna and whatever. Everything is good. Cross this ocean of samsara sindham atidushta. This is atidushta, very difficult to cross. But the boat, no problem. If you jump inside, there is no way to survive this ocean of birth and death. But the boat, you have a nice, luxurious travel. Nice boat, 5 stars, all inclusive. This is the Leela, this is the boat of Sadhu Sangha, there is always Krishna's Kata. And simultaneously you cross this ocean of birth. So if you are eager for that, put your mind on this Leela Kata. Because this world, where you look, where you touch is only suffering. Open the newspaper, look inside, behind the 4 walls of any house. Everywhere problems are there. Look inside your own heart. So many worries, so many problems, so many things are there. So we have to divert our mind to Krishna's Kata. Madashraya Kata Amrishta Shrimanti Katayanti Chata Pamti Vividasta Panaita Madgata Chetasa. Bhagavatam Kapila Bhagavan says. Somebody is listening my Kata, which is very sweet. Harikata is nice, it is best, it's food for the soul, this is pleasant, all are happy. Children are happy, grown up are happy, everybody is happy. Even people who are not Hindus, who are not, they also like to listen to these things. So Madhashaya Katamrishta, who is taking shelter at my Kata, Srimanti Katayanticha, who are listening, who are speaking. The Panti Vividasta, many different sufferings will come to them also. You not come out from suffering, but your mind is not there. Naitan Madgata Chetasa, mind went to Krishna. Suffering is there, but mind went to Krishna. Like you're lying in the hospital, the doctor is cutting your body into pieces, but you are full anesthetic, you don't feel anything. So this Harikata making you completely unconscious to these material sufferings. And whatever karma is coming and going, it will anyhow come. If we fight against or not fight against, it will come. Time is giving everything. Time is giving, time is taking, time is doing, time is breaking, time is creating, destroying, changing is all to what we want to change. So, but we're wasting our time. Better to use our time for this Harikata. And this time we use for Harikata, death cannot take from you. Death will take everything from you. It will take your name, your identity, your Somebody is really eager to come out, he should take shelter in this shelter. Listen about this. Best from the sadhus who are speaking in this shelter. Then it will make you unconscious for the suffering of this world, which will also come. Tapam Trividastapa. Many different sufferings will come also to sadhus. They are not free from that. But mind is not there. Tapam Trividastapa. Netam Madgata Chetasa. Their consciousness is in Krishna. The suffering is there, okay. We have to tolerate. But tolerate, we will destroy our karma. Simultaneously we spend our time listening to Krishna's katha. Simultaneously we crossing this ocean of birth and death. And it's a full of happiness. Krishna's, this sadhu sangha always means Vaishnava Sanketa Man, Anandita Panukshana. Tara Hoy Krishna Parasangha. Why? Always happiness. Every moment is nice that they speak about Krishna. If they stop speaking about Krishna, the happiness also goes. When they start speaking about something and finding fault with others and evil, there's no happiness in sadhu sangha also. So sadhus always speak about Krishna. Then the happiness is maintained. This is the happiness. No need to add anything. Just let the Krishna come in the form of his katha, in the form of his kirtan. This is happiness. What you need more. So this is our good fortune in human life. Thank you for attentive listening. Kirtan until Pujari will come and do Arati. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna,
Guru